Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie, and I feel like I'm whispering because I'm making this video very early in the morning. I wanted to make it with the least distractions. So I'm making a video. I'm looking at the elevator footage of Elisa Lam, and I wanted to do it when it was quiet and there was nobody around. It's quite creepy actually. But anyway, just before I start, just say thank you to everyone for subscribing, for liking videos, for sharing videos, for being my members. Anyone who sent me bought me a Ko-fi, sent me a super, etc., sent me an email. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your support of my channel. So, okay, let's have a look at this. So, I know this footage has been scrutinized a million times, but I haven't done it. So I wanted to do it. I wanted to go through it bit by bit. I will have to keep stopping it because in case I get, I don't know why it would be copyright, because I thought it was just generally available to everybody. But last time I did a video on this, I did get picked up a little bit for copyright. And the thing I want to say is, for those of you who don't know the story of Elisa Lam, I'm not going to go into the whole story because that's available on another video that I'll put in the description, a link to it. But basically, she was a young student, went missing from where she was staying in the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, and was not found for a couple of weeks, when she was found in the water tank of the hotel, which is right up on the top of the hotel. I mean, it's a massive sort of skyscraper type hotel, and the water tanks are up on the top there. And somehow Elisa had found her way up there, which you have to go out of the building up a ladder to get to, and was found naked in the water tank with her clothes in the tank as well. And the lid was open. And, there's been conjecture ever since of how she ended up in there. Did she put herself in there? Did somebody put her in there, etc.? And the most mystifying thing is CCTV that was released before her body was found of her acting really strangely in the lift. Now, Lisa did have some mental health problems. She had been acting strangely leading up to this event. And that is all documented in the other video that I'll direct you to. So, yeah, the question is, did she do it? That was the conclusion that was come to accidental death. Was it an accidental death, or did something more nefarious take place? It's a very, very strange case. I think I wouldn't, if I was Elisa's parents, I don't think I'd be happy with the accidental death verdict. It's just, how did she get up there? I mean, she was acting strangely. Anyway, so that's what we're going to look at. So we're going to examine this elevator footage. So let me just present it. Now, the very first thing that occurs to me about this whole thing is, why is this the only CCTV footage of Elisa that's available from that night? Surely there must be more, or there were more CCTV cameras in the hotel, in different parts of the hotel. Why is this it? That just seems strange to me. It's all centered around this lift. There must have been more CCTV camera footage of Elisa, and not only on that particular fateful day. It just seems strange to me that the other CCTV has not been released, just to give us a night. Thing is, we don't know how Elisa normally acted. you know, the way she's acting here, you will see in a moment, is very strange. But did she always act a bit like that? Was there nobody around? Nobody else around in this hotel? How many people were staying in the hotel at the time? There's nobody who saw her on that evening. You know, that it raises so many questions. As far as I can see, it's very, very creepy. This hotel is a notorious hotel. You'll see if you watch the other video. Cecil Hotel is notorious for, what can I say? But like most hotels, I mean, at the end of the day, things happen in hotels. Probably most hotels, if you took a record, you know, went and took a record of there'll have been deaths there, there'll have been suicides, there'll have been things that happen in hotels. And this particular hotel is in it's not in the best area, let's say. And, you know, some strange people have stayed there, and there have been many, many incidences. And the manageress, when she was talking about it, said, you know, they were always on the phone to the police. So that's why Elisa, although they knew she had been behaving strangely, the manager says that's from a Netflix documentary, which, you know, I would definitely recommend you to watch. She said that, what would we ring the police about somebody acting strangely? We'd be on the phone constantly because everybody acted strangely. Anyway, so let's start watching the video and then you'll see what I mean. So this is this young girl. She's Canadian, but she's Asian descent. And she acts sort of strange from the get-go, really, when she comes into this lift. The lift is so creepy, I think, but anyway. So the lift door opens and in she comes. So I'm presuming from the way she came in from this side, from the way you're looking at the picture from the left side, that's where the buttons are, I suppose. That's where she called the lift. As soon as the lift door opens, she just breezes in, doesn't she? Let's just watch that again. She, you know, literally breezes in. Yeah, just straight in. Straight down to the buttons then. Now, something that somebody mentioned, I thought, yeah, maybe it's relevant, is she's not wearing her glasses. Now I don't know what her glasses were for, if they were only for it, but there's quite a few photos of her with her glasses on. So she hasn't got her glasses on here. I don't know what that means, if anything. Where was she going? So from what I can see, she's got no bag with her. Let's have a look. So where was she going? You know, and is this I don't know what floor that is. Is that the floor that her room was on? So was, you know, it's just odd, isn't it? Where is she going with no bag? And maybe she's got pockets. Let's just look again. She doesn't seem to be carrying anything, does she? I mean, she must have the key to her room somewhere. Anyway, she goes straight in, and this is what made me think maybe seems to be looking very closely at the numbers. Maybe that's because she hasn't got her glasses on and she can't see very well. So she seems to push a button and then she sort of steps back against the wall. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but the door seemed to move then and then stop. Yeah. The door definitely started to close and then went back. So that makes me wonder, was there somebody outside pressed the lift button? Or was it because she pressed too many buttons? Some people have said that maybe she pressed so many buttons that the lift got confused, but it definitely hesitates there, doesn't it? Let's see. Definitely. Oh, I missed it there. After she when she steps back, see the door starts to close and then goes back again. Definitely it did that. So was that because somebody's out there pressing the button? You know, if you're in a lift and it's just about to go and then somebody comes and presses the outside button? Or is it just that the lift was confused because she pressed too many buttons? Now, if you look at her face here, I mean, what do you make of it? She seems to be sort of looking out there. Let's see. See, I personally, I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Nobody knows. I've always thought from the first time I saw it there was probably somebody out there. What do you think? Or is she just having some kind of a, because they said that she was having a psychotic break because she's bipolar, but I don't think that bipolar people act like that. That's more schizophrenic behaviour to have see hallucinations, etc. Her cause of death was, let's see if I get the inquest up. I did look at this before, wasn't it? It was either accidental death or self-deletion, contributory factors, bipolar. It was a strange result, I think. But the PDF of her autopsy and of her and of the the conclusion is available online. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it's available. So let's see. So she was 21. So young. Yeah, they brought in this history of bipolar, which I don't know. Autopsy report. Drowning, yeah. Cause of death, drowning. But I don't think they actually. Oh, let's see. I mean, the whole autopsy report is available online. I'll just show you the autopsy. I'm on the Wikipedia page at the moment, but it's available freely. Which can't be very nice for the parents, I suppose. I just want to get to the result. Oh, that was the toxicology there that I just missed. That's important, isn't it? Toxicology. Oh, a comprehensive screen was requested. Where's the actual results? So there was no, although she was found naked, there was no evidence of, the sexual assault evidence kit was made. Here we've got all the clothes that she was wearing. There was no evidence of sexual assault found, so it's not that, again, led to their decision that there was nothing nefarious. Oh, Riley's coming up for a cuddle. Yeah. So yeah, and there was this controversy over it because first of all, the guy, the coroner, had ticked the could not be determined box. He had then changed that to accident. So there was a controversy over the can't see anything in the toxicology results there, which led them to believe that she hadn't been taking a medication. So that's right. So they've got an accident with contributory factor bipolar disorder. You know, so anyway, I'll let you make your mind up about that. So, okay, so where have we got to? So, yeah, so she was looking sort of out of the door. The lift door hasn't closed. So she goes out now to have a look. And she makes that work. Then there's part of me that thinks, well, if there had been someone if there'd been someone right outside, she wouldn't have done that. Unless she was playing some sort of game with them. Yeah. Then she goes to sort of hide at the side and then moves along the wall in a moment, you'll see. Into the corner, and she seems to be looking sort of that way, which I do think if there was anybody there, they were there. You know, on the left-hand side rather than the right-hand side. But it's so frustrating. So I would love to go to this hotel and see, you know, from the outside. Is that a very long corridor? She does seem to be looking for someone. Then I think there, did she smile? It's difficult to say because the shadows of the CCTV. Let me just have another look. Let's go back a bit more. There. She seemed like she looked down and up, and then did she smile? Or is it just the shadow? Then she sort of tentatively stands at the door, and she looks to the right first. And then to the left. Then she steps out. Unfortunately, there's no sound on the video, which is a shame because she may have been talking to someone. You know, there may be somebody there, and the way she sort of jumped out there. Stop it right. The way she jumped out there. Let's see. Then she does that strange sort of step to the left and then back again. I mean, at the end of the day, am I just trying to make something out of nothing? Is she just genuinely having some sort of psychotic episode and we're trying to make sense of something that you can't make sense of? But it's human nature to try and make sense of things. I think with Elisa, same as with Gabby Petito, Nicola Bulley, etc. Because you've got this video, well, not with Nicola Bulley, we don't have the video, but you almost want to reach in and just pluck them out of there. With Nicola Bulley, of course, it's the mystery. of not knowing what happened to Nicola, not getting any proper answers. With Gabby Petito, it was knowing then what happened to her afterwards, and wanting to, watching those videos of how the police let her down. And with Elisa, it is, you want to understand, you want to know what happened to her. How did she get from this into a water tank up on the top of it? To me, it's how did she get there? Because from what I can gather, she had to go out through a fire exit. And why did the alarm not go off? And when she was, if she was this sort of in such a what's the word, in such a sort of psychotic state, why did she not fall off? How did she climb up? Because it wasn't easy to climb up onto this water tank. It was like it will have been difficult. And if she was sort of, well, you'll see in a minute, she seems like she's sort of a bit dizzy. And then how did she climb up there without falling? Now, this is quite strange. So this is where I would... What is she doing there? What is she doing there? Is she talking to somebody? That's a time when I think she could be talking to someone. And then she seems to put her hands in her hair. What is she doing? And that's, she cut this when she comes back into the lift there. She has to hold on to the side. She looks like she's had her hands in her hair, and then she's like, maybe, as if when you're drunk or and you just, oh my God, I think I've had too much drink and the room's spinning a little bit. Let's just see that again. Yeah, or if somebody had said something, just like, oh my God, I don't believe you've said that. Or, it's very dramatic gesture that she's making. Was she talking to someone outside here? And she looks like she's smiling, but she could be smiling to herself because she's, taken some drugs, or she's on this this psychotic episode. Don't know. Anyway, she comes back in. She starts punching all the buttons again. And the amount of buttons she's pressing would definitely confuse the lift now, I think. Then she goes back, so she does that, and then she goes back out. And that lift door is not moving at all. This is where I think she may be talking to someone. I don't know. I just feel that she may be talking to somebody. What if she's trying to get the lift to move and they're just out there just with their finger on the button? But this is where she starts to act really strangely. I mean, she's already obviously acted strangely, but this thing with her hands. This thing with her hands is really, really strange. But is there somebody round that corner that she's speaking to as she's doing it? It almost looked to me like she was sort of dancing, or then she's asking for something. Let's just look one more time at that. Now she bends down as if she's supplicating, you know, begging something. Maybe she's saying to him, "You can just let me get in the lift and go wherever she thought she was going." I don't know. Or is she counting? Then that's a bit that a lot of people, I can't decide about this though. It's, if you watch when she goes further to the left, you do see what some people have said is that somebody else's shoe. And then other people have said, no, that's her, just the shadow. Because, you know, it's difficult with CCTV because everything does look quite strange. There's shadows, there's things. So see what you think about that. It looks like it could be somebody's shoe, but apparently I think that's been more or less been debunked. But I'm sure there's somebody out there can tell me. There. What was that? Was that her foot or somebody else's? So where is she now? Where is she now? So she's gone out there, disappeared for a minute. The lift door still does not close. I wonder why it doesn't close. Ah, now it's finally closing. Now, we're not sure what happens here. Does it move floors? It looks like it does because the colour changes. It opens again. And that's the same floor because it's the same wall. Closes again. You know, where is Elisa now? Is she just outside there talking to somebody? Then it opens again and it is definitely on a different floor, isn't it? Now we've got the orange walls. So the manager in the Netflix documentary said that they had painted the walls orange to try and make it look a bit more, I don't know, better, but in the lower floors. So I would imagine it's gone down. And why really does it open there? Maybe it was one of the floors that she pressed. Because it opens there. This has gone back to the beginning again now. But it opens there. But there's nobody there. You know, right at the end there. Let's just see again. Yeah, it opens, but there's nobody there waiting for the lift. So is that because she'd pressed it? All those buttons? Maybe it's going to stop on every floor because she'd pressed every floor. But why did it not move while she was in there? And my opinion is it did not move while she was in there because somebody outside may have been pressing the button. Anyway, I wanted to do that. I wanted to look at it. You look at it closely, stop it. you know, at times and see sort of my comments, but think of you know, what you maybe notice, because we all notice different things. And as I say, it has been examined many times, but I'm still not convinced that this was an accidental death. Quite often it's, you know, lauded as a solved case, but I'm not sure that it is. Maybe there's more to it. There's somebody who commented on here who takes an active interest in this had said to me that they were talking about reopening the case. I personally think they should. So let me know what you think. So anyway, remember to always live and love very wisely, very carefully. I'll see you very soon in the next video, and thank you so much. May your God always go with you. Bye.